Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Chainlink charts and we're going to see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to simply cover all of the different possibilities. And towards the end of the video I will cover the overall macro structure of the overall altcoin market as well. Now, for those of you who absolutely love trading crypto and would like to try out the same crypto exchanges that I use on a regular basis, feel free to go ahead and try out either the MEXC exchange or the Blowfin exchange with the links in the video description down below this video. Now, the reasons why I love these exchanges is MEXC. I love MEXC because they have the cheapest fees in the entire industry, so you simply get to keep more of your most of your profits. And the reason why I love Blowfin is because they allow anybody from anywhere to be able to sign up and trade crypto futures. So if you are from the United States and you want to trade crypto futures, you can do it on Blowfin. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at Chainlink. So when we're taking a look at Chainlink here on the daily chart in the macro view, we can clearly see we are just above this layer of support here at $17.89, which is very nice to see. We've been creating some new higher lows, which has been very, very nice to see. And I'm hoping this daily candle right here that we're currently on will be another higher low as well. And we will continue to keep, moving and stepping ourselves upwards to the upside. That's what we hope, and that's what we want to see anyway. Now, if that does happen in a bullish scenario, here is what I personally see happening. All right, my guess is that we will end up going up in a bullish scenario. Keep in mind this is a bullish scenario. My guess is we will go up and we will go around to right around this level right in here, and then retest that and come back down to retest the support again. Once we retest the support, if the momentum is still there, we will end up going back up and going up to test this resistance level layer here at $20.75. Now, obviously, when we get to major resistance layers, if there's not enough momentum there, we usually retest it and come back down, and we'll probably come down and then retest this top layer here right in here that we created when we went up here. And if there's enough momentum, we will end up going up and breaking through that resistance and going up to this next layer here and coming back down to retest it and retest this new small layer of support down here, and before gaining momentum to go back up to the upside and make a new high. All right, and once again, it's all about creating these higher lows as we go up, and that's realistically what we want to see happening here. Okay. Now, in a bearish scenario, if some stupid bullshit ends up happening in the market and we get some extremely bearish news or some stupid black swan event or some shit like that, here's what I could see happening. All right. Now, because there is a lot, because Chainlink is a very, a very reputable project, I don't see it dropping too far. Realistically, we had this extreme low down here at $11.69, and realistically, throughout this current range right here between $11.69 and $22.88, I don't see it dropping any further than $11.69, at least before the next big leg up that altcoins end up having. Okay, but if we do end up going down, realistically, here's what I see happening. We'll obviously end up breaking through this support level here at $17.89, and we will probably end up going down to this support level down here at $16.20, and we'll probably retest it a little bit and then go back up, and we'll probably retest this resistance again to see if there's enough momentum to go through it. And if there's not, and things are still bearish, we'll probably end up going back down and breaking through this layer of support down here. And then we'll probably go down to right down in this level right here, which is the top of this candle here, and test this level right here, which is a midterm support level. And then we'll go back up and end up going back down. All right, and we'll end up going back down probably to this layer right in here to retest this layer in this area, which we have a ton of support down here. We've got a ton of mid-range support right down here. We'll probably test it, and that is where we will probably end up having a reversal to go back up to the upside again. Okay, and that is overall the bearish scenario that I have for you. So overall here, though, you guys, realistically, altcoins are they're pretty choppy right now, to be honest with you. I mean, there's been a lot of, we've had some pretty decent swings here within the past, within the past few weeks. I mean, obviously we had this swing here that went up a whole 50%, which was very, very nice to see. But as far as the overall momentum goes in the overall altcoin market right now, it's just kind of looking a little bleak right now. And I mean, I don't know why that is, but hopefully we can start to see some, better momentum come up here soon. Now, as far as bearish and bullish scenarios are concerned with various levels, that's what I got for you. But let's go ahead and take a look at what the indicators are telling us as well. So when I go ahead and I turn on the EMA indicators, we can clearly see we are currently trading above the 200 EMA, which is very nice to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see price action trading above the EMA, okay? Above the 200 EMA and above the 50 EMA as well, which the 50 EMA is the pink one and the 200 is the yellow one, all right? Now, realistically, we broke that right in here, which was very, very good news to see. We broke it right in here, and here's what I'm hoping, you guys. I'm hoping that the EMAs are back to resetting, and we are going to start trending upwards and start making a curved upward swing and creating new higher lows all the way up. That's realistically what I'm hoping to see here, okay? Especially because, we all want to see altcoins continue to make gains, and that's what we're hoping to see. So when we go ahead and turn this off and we'll look at the Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands are looking very nice as well. We ended up crossing into bullish territory right down here around the $13.85 mark when we crossed above the moving average here and the band started to expand. That is very, very nice to see. Now what I am seeing here is usually what happens with the Bollinger Bands is we end up going up to the top band and then we end up coming back down in a bullish trend. We end up coming back down to the moving average or around the moving average range and then going back up to wherever the top band is again. As you guys can clearly see here, that's exactly what happened. We went up to the top layer of the band right here and then went back down towards the moving average and then started going back up again to the top of the band and then going back down, which is what we're doing right now. And then we may end up stopping here, I don't know. And then we'll end up going back up again if this bullish momentum continues, okay? So overall here, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall altcoin market cap chart now. So when we go ahead and take a look at the altcoin market cap chart, here is something that's a little concerning that I have been kind of looking at lately, okay? We have got a rising wedge pattern going on here on the overall altcoin market cap chart, and everybody knows with a rising wedges usually end up resulting in further downside, okay? But they do not always turn out to be going down to the downside every single time. I mean, realistically, when we look at things here in a different way, we can see we created a new higher low here, a new higher low here, a new higher low here, and we could be creating another higher low here before price action of the altcoin market cap continues to go up and back to the upside to the top of this wedge again. And then once we get to the top of the wedge again, I would assume that we would end up testing it there and end up coming back to cool off and, coming down right in somewhere within this range right here if things continue to stay bullish, that is, okay? Now, if things don't continue to stay bullish and we end up, coming down or something like that, we may end up breaking the lower portion of this rising wedge here and end up breaking through it and coming down. Now, if we do end up coming down, we've got some key levels that we want to look at here, okay? If we do end up coming down here on the overall altcoin market cap, we want to be looking at these various levels, all right? We want to be looking at around $623 billion, $595 billion, and $558 billion. And those are kind of key levels of good support in the macro view here, okay? So you want to keep a look at these things. They all work in tandem with each other, and they're very, very useful to look at. So keep an eye on it. And the other thing to look at here is the overall RSI and stochastic RSI as well. And as you can see, stochastic RSI is pretty far down right now, and regular RSI is right in neutral territory as well. So that could mean that we could start seeing some momentum going on here, and we could start seeing a move upward towards the top of the channel here. That is overall what I'm hoping for altcoins anyway. So overall, keep an eye on that and watch the charts and keep looking for this stuff, okay? So guys, before I go ahead and wrap this video up, if you enjoyed this video and you got some decent value out of it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button below the video to help me out, and leave me a comment below on your personal thoughts on where you think Chainlink is going to go in the short term. And hey guys, with that said, for those of you who ended up sticking around and watching this entire video and listening to me blabber on about things, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my future videos.